What's up, everyone? Welcome to another market forecast. And let's start with the news. So today is Friday, okay? So it can be pretty much a distribution phase of the power of three. We don't have any news today that we should be aware of, except for building permits on the USD at 8:30 a.m. New York local time. But anything out of that is not a high impact news day, so we shouldn't be worried about the news calendar. At least I wouldn't be, okay? I won't be. On TradingView, let's go to DXY first, of course. Okay, so we've been having a very bearish week. Okay, and the thing about this week is that we just tapped into this bullish order block and we just pierced through this other bullish order block. Okay, which makes this is a breaker block, a breaker block. Sorry. So I would like to see this week closing inside of this weekly bullish order block and just tapping this other uh, lower bullish order block. So we would have a wick to this zone, and we would have a candle closure inside of this weekly order block, which would mean a very bullish reaction. Okay, so probably next week, if this happens, we will have a bullish week. All right. So I'm not expecting price to move lower today on DXY. Okay. So on the daily time frame, we pretty much have the same thing. All right. But we had to notice something here. Okay, I'm expecting DXY to move higher. So on the 4-hour time frame, we don't have any important information. Let's go to the 1-hour time frame. All right. So as you guys can see, we had a sweep of a high today at 3 a.m. New York local time. All right, and then price started moving lower. Okay, I would like to see this high being swept, so we would build an upwards movement, okay? Maybe targeting this high, all right? So this would mean that this or those three highs could be swept, and then we will start to see a displacement on the lower time frames, bearish PD arrays being disrespected and bullish PD arrays being respected. So it would be a setup. It would be a considerable trading scenario, all right? Which is pretty much this behavior I've outlined right here, okay? Because we're still working with the idea that we're gonna build a bigger week, a bigger week wick on this week, okay? So we're pretty much going to close. If we close above that buy side liquidity, because as you guys can see, it's here, we are already on that inside of that bullish order block. All right. So it will be already sufficient for a weekly power three and a bullish continuation for next week. Okay. So this is what I'm expecting on the XY. Let's have a look on Euro USD. On Euro USD, the behavior is pretty much the same, except that on the weekly time frame, we have instead of a bearish order block, we have a bearish inverted fair value gap. All right, and it's the same thing. We have this sell side liquidity, which I'm going to break down to you guys in a minute, and we would like to see this candle closure into this fair value gap, meaning this near to that sell side liquidity, which means that I'm expecting a bearish Euro USD today. All right, on the daily time frame, it's pretty much the same thing. We have to notice that we swept this low and then moved up. All right, sweeping it again. Let me just move it here. All right, yeah. No, we didn't sweep anything. All right, we swept this low. All right, and we're going to the highs, and it would be good if we saw a high being swept before moving down. All right, let me go to the low. What the fuck happened? All right, okay. I think it's better. I don't know. Anyway, I would like to see this high being swept and actually start seeing a bearish movement down. All right. It's important to outline too that we have this fair value gap right here, which is pretty much going to be inverted. Okay. So I'd like to see this fair value gap being disrespected on a movement down and being disrespected on a movement up. All right, after we see a sweep of this high, and then being respected on a down movement. All right, but there's one thing I have to outline is that we may be on a seek and destroy day, and seek and destroy means that price is just looking for liquidity going up and down without a without a well-defined uh, direction in the marketplace. Okay, everything that I'm telling you guys, the fact that I'm waiting for this high to be swept to then move lower to grab more liquidity to move lower and then close the week with a bigger wick is based on this weekly. Sorry, this weekly. All right, based on this weekly fair value gap. All right, and on the XY is the bullish order block. So I would like to see this bullish order block, this fair value gap, this week closing inside of this fair value gap. Okay. But I'm only trading today if I see something very clear because we already swept this low. I wouldn't like to see this low swept. All right. On a perfect behavior, I would like to see uh, price doing a proper displacement, which would be easier to read, in my opinion. Okay. So let's mark out the midnight open, midnight open. All right. 10 a.m. All right. New York midnight open. Okay, that's right. 5 p.m. Yeah, so midnight open and daily candle open is pretty much the same, all right? Any sell above it would be good at a good selling point. But as I told you guys, I would like to see this behavior today before trading, and it would have to be very clear, all right? So regarding the market forecast, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please, if you like it down below. If you like the channels, subscribe to it. Uh, be careful today, all right, because it's Friday and we are already not seeing a good market behavior. That's why I've outlined that I'm only going to trade if specific things happen in the marketplace, which means that this high being swept, followed by uh, a break of structure right down, bullish PD arrays being disrespected, acting like support, acting like resistance to a down movement, and then I will be interested in trading, right? That's it, guys. Trade safe. Bye.